Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Rad from Radko Tarot, and in this whole video we're going to look into Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and as well Taurus Rising weekly general tarot reading July 5th up until July 11th, 2021. And make sure you do subscribe for the YouTube channel, guys, and also hit the notification bell so you can catch me live for free readings, contests, and also not to miss any of the weekly general tarot readings. Also, if you do wish a personal reading with me, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, make sure you do check out my website, which link you're going to find into the description down below. And there you can view and purchase either of my services. So with that being set aside, moving to the general tarot reading of Taurus for the week, the first card we do have for Taurus, that is going to be the Six of Pentacles, followed by the second one, which stands as the Hangman. Third card for Taurus is going to be the Death card. Moving next, what we do have, that is going to be the Two of Pentacles, and the last card for Taurus, that is going to be the Ace of Pentacles. And that, I think, oh my god, kind of like this week it's all about waiting up things to boil enough so so they are cooked properly, so to serve a certain purpose. That's all about what the week is up to. And it seems that you have did your part just quite right and quite well. And it's just the week is all about you kind of like waiting the rest of the parties or the situation itself to develop to such of a point that from there things can be pushed pretty much through, either career-wise or either relationship-wise. So let's scrutinize the reading and see how the whole thing pretty much unfolds and develops. So with the Six of Pentacles at the start of the week, these are the very final, say, preparations or actions that you are going to put into your endeavor, career-wise or relationship-wise. And at that stage, this is where the hierarchy pretty much snaps into its place. Okay, and it's I don't know how to say, it's like everything falls into its own shelf, and now everything is set into a certain course. Now this is these are going to be the very first signs that from now on, it's all up to the, say, universe, or it's out of your hands, so to speak. It's just out of your reach. But suffice to say, like I said, you have did your part, and now you have to pretty much put your trust into those or into the universe to do their own parts. Now with the Six of Pentacles, on a more practical level with this card, you can expect that at that point everybody is going to know their place. In my country we say every frog knows its swamp. Okay, and nobody is gonna mess around with someone else's business, and also there won't be any, how can I say, beguiling actions from a third parties as well. Understanding that none of these, how can I say, interventions, whichever you decide to intervene in someone's deeds, or someone decides to intervene in your deeds, none of these actions is going to make any kind of repercussions. None of these actions are going to change the course of events which you personally set to a certain direction. And like I said, you set them into a certain direction, and now the best thing you can do is just wait. And that is pretty well described here with the next card, which is the Hangman. So the Hangman, it's simultaneously a test, and it's a breakthrough. It's a test, testing you, your perseverance, and as well your patience. Do you believe enough in yourself, and do you believe enough into your own personal actions that you did thus far? And it's a breakthrough because it says that from now on moving forward, so the situation develops the way you have set it to develop. Only thing you gotta do is just wait. At this stage of the week, which are the early stages of the week, after you've done your path, the more you, after you've done your part into it, the more you try to influence the whole thing, the worse you make the situation. And I will give you a pretty straight example of it. Say you do have a suitor, say you do have an interest into somebody and you do ask them out, right? Let's go out on a date. And they told you, I will have to think about it, you know, because I don't know if I'm going to have a time throughout the week. You did your part and now you have to wait for them to do their part to tell you when. Harping about it is only going to make the things worse and is going to make them think that you are a stalker, a weirdo, and so on and so forth, and it's only going to push them away. So what you need to do here is just wait for them to come back to you. Okay, that is how pretty much the hangman plays out. However, it kind of like plays a psychological game on our mind, thinking that, you know, the situation as it is at heart, or it seems that it is at heart from our perspective, it's not moving at all. It is, but it's just we do not see it. So only thing we got to do after we did what was asked from us is just wait, and the skies darken. If they are dark, are going to be set into light again. Again, the only thing we got to do about it is just wait. Now, while waiting though, we are going to start getting a different view, different angle, different perspective upon the situation itself. That is going to be much more beneficial moving forward into the future. And that future is very, very close, couple of days forward. But right after, you know, that moment where we just have to trust the universe, death card comes about. And now that is, death card doesn't have that much of a consequence in this particular case. The card says that while we are waiting, we have to clear up our environment, or we are about to start clearing up. You, Taurus, are about to start clearing up your environment. Pretty much things that doesn't serve any purpose to you. That is just how the death card operates in the grand scheme of things. Habits, you know, relationships, hobbies as well that no longer pose interest to you, no longer works to your benefit, but instead, if not to your detriment, it's just a pure waste of time. It's just they lived up to their lifespan, and now it's time for you to just let go of them and fill that gap with some new things, more interesting things, more interesting people to meet with. And it's kind of like death card. The change with the death card works through a substitution. You substitute one thing and replace it with similar one that is much more interesting and much more beneficial to you. And again, in this particular case, the death card takes a sideway influence, or rather like manifestation, than the main storyline we do have here with these two. That is just a filler to while you are waiting for any development to happen. You just, you know, clear up your environment from things that no longer serve any purpose to you whatsoever. It could be smoking, it could be drinking, you know, it could be just I don't know, playing video games, for example. You may think that you may find out, if you do so, you may find out that is just dragging you back, and you replace it with something more productive, so on and so forth. But the time of waiting is going to come is going to end somewhere towards the end of the week here, where you are to be presented with the situation that you have been waiting for, and that will catch you a little bit off guard, okay? So with the Two of Pentacles, the situation is going to be a little bit more advanced than you have expected, and thus your initial beliefs, stereotypes, initial concepts, initial plans will be no longer, how can I say, I was about to say fully workable, but rather a fully applicable, and thus you will have to work these late stages of the week on go. You will have to work on fly, and thus the strict plans made or rather like rigid plans made are not going to be of any favor. You have to be adaptable. You need to be able to change concepts as you go, and as well, you need to be quite playable with the situation itself. Now, at that particular stage, there are going to be small minor adaptations and changes into one's plan, into one's how can I say, expectation. And it does depend what kind of a person you are, of how you're going to meet those or how you're going to face those those small changes into the environment. Now, some of you Taurus may look at those small changes as setbacks, and that is going to be the wrong way of looking at them. Others who are more adaptable, who are very agile into letting go of outdated concepts, outdated plans as well, are going to see to those small changes as opportunities. And under a small change, I mean that say you set up a date at 8 p.m. o'clock, but the person you are about to date texts you that they will be late and they ask you to reschedule for 9:30. And now you can see that as a setback, but you can see it as a opportunity to prepare the stage of dating even better. It is entirely up to you how you are going to live up to this card of the Two of Pentacles. And you are ending up, however, the week regardless here with the Ace of Pentacles, and that is at the end of the week you do you live up to the challenge, or rather like to the challenge of the Hangman, and you are to manifest the breakthrough. That is because the Ace of Pentacles, in a general grand scheme of things, manifests itself as a rare opportunity for you to proceed with your goal. Okay, and that's manifests as a harmonious relationship or relationships if they are business relationships, and very successful business maneuvers as well. Whichever way for you, that's that rare opportunity to proceed with your goal, to further your goal, is going to make you quite content about the future, quite enthusiastic as well, very happy, and some of you are also going to fall into a pure ecstasy about it. Okay, it just is going to be phenomenal here, and that is the moment where you will realize and understand as well that all the waiting in the world that you have done, it felt like time was dragging on and dragging on, and it never came to conclusion. It was all worth it. And so with that being said, that was your weekly general tarot reading, Taurus, July 5th up until July 11th, 2021. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do like it, guys, and we are to see each other next time. Until then, bye.